Hello and welcome back to Q&A a Day with me, Chloe. It's been a couple of months since I did these. I've missed them, but I'm super excited to get back into them, and I hope you are too, especially because we're starting with a great question. How do you stand out in the business world? Above all that noise, what makes us known? And as always, it starts with you. You have to build your personal brand. Know who you are and what you stand for. If you're a team, you all have individual brands, right? You are all individuals and you all are unique in your own way. So it's about how you bring that together to create a unique overall brand that represents certain values, certain ideologies, etc. Now, again, it almost sounds very obvious. Oh, I know who I am, I know what I stand for. But the thing is, we're born into this world, and every single thing we do, from the way we learn to talk and walk and read and write and everything, it comes from mirroring other people. That's how we learn and how we grow. We're mirroring their behavior. And what often happens in business is we do the same thing. So we start to act or communicate in a way that we think that we should based on how we've seen other people do it. Now, in order to stand out, you have to be unique, and the way you be unique is you be yourself, right? There's almost 8 billion people in the world, and no one is quite like you. People can do the same as you, but nobody can do it quite like you. But in order to be able to pass on that unique experience and pass on exactly why people should come to you versus all your other competitors, you have to start by understanding yourself. And so you really have to do that little bit of exploration and having really good self-awareness and asking yourself, what do we stand for? What does matter to us? What is this business? What is the foundation that this business is built upon? That's really, really important, because once you have that crystal clear, that's the message that you take to your community, and that's the message that makes you stand out, because it's not like you can't be like everybody else. So again, first understand yourself in order to do that. Now, the second thing you want to do is, and it ties into the first one, is really be known for one thing. The idea in business is to solve a problem. That's why we exist. We have to make our customers' lives better somehow. And sometimes we see a lot of problems. We all have a lot of problems, and you're thinking, I can do that, and I can solve that, and I can fix that, and let's just do this. And it's just a muddle, and it's a mess, and you never really become known for anything. And that's the whole idea. You want to be known for one thing and be able to do it better than anybody else in the world. If you take the Hoover brand, for example, it's a vacuum cleaner. I don't know about in the States or in other countries, but here most people say, I'm going to do the Hoovering now. And they don't say I'm about to vacuum or I'm about to do the clean the carpets or whatever it is. They say I'm about to hoover. And now that's based on the Hoover brand. They became so well known for that one thing that it changed the culture in a way. It changed how we communicate when we're talking about that stuff. So that's what you want to do. You want to be really known for one thing. Just because you can do certain things, because you could do everything, doesn't mean you should. If you focus in on one thing and have one core message and one clear call to action about what you want people to do and how taking that action is going to make their life better, just simplify it. We talk about this all the time. Our lives are crazy. If you could keep it really simple, hone in, be the best in the world at one thing, and you will become known. And once you're at that level, then you can maybe think about adding some more. Grant Cardone says be obsessed or be average. So in this case, you would be obsessed with that one thing and making sure that you really give all of your attention to making it the best thing, because that in itself controls the quality output and the quality experience and how good you are. You're not diluting your talents and your efforts. So that's really, really important. Now, the third thing you want to do is focus on loving your customers. We all say it. It's like the number one thing. We all know the customer is always right, even when they're wrong. And we talk about customer service as if it's just this little bit of your business. And what we forget is that without our customers, there is there's no business. You know, they are the ones allowing you to go out there and live your dream and achieve your goals. You know, you need them. It's a two-way partnership. You know, they're your partner in business. Even if you're a solopreneur or a small company, they're your partner, and you need them more than they need you, because they got a ton of choice. They can go elsewhere. But you want to earn their business, and you have to earn their trust in order to do that. And how you do that is by providing the best customer experience, realizing that their customer journey starts way long before they even know who you are. You know, it starts usually with a problem or an experience, and you have to be able to help and solve and be ahead of the game and know their needs at each stage in that customer journey, and guide them through providing the best experience while before they're working with you, while they're working with you, even if they choose not to work with you, because they could still be a brand advocate passing on your message. You know, you might not be the right, for example, a good example of this is a bread company for me. I can't eat gluten, so I can't eat a lot of breads, but if I see that this Brooklyn Bakery has the best bread in the world, I'm going to pass that message on to everybody who can't eat bread, and I'm just going to feel really jealous that I'm left out. So maybe not the best example, but you get the idea. Provide the best experience possible, and that includes in the follow-up. Remember, it's far easier to retain customers than it is to acquire new ones. You want to build customer lifetime value. You're building your tribe that are going to stay with you forever. And again, they're the ones that go on to be brand advocates, doing a lot of your marketing for you, because they love your business just as much as you do. Love your customer, appreciate them, and know that by giving your love to them, it will be reciprocated, but you can't do it with the expectation. You have to do it because your business is built around them, and without them, you've got nothing. Now, the fourth thing is swim in the right ocean. And I don't mean the silly, like, little, well, it's not silly, but it's just a very overused phrase of don't be a big fish in a small pond. I just mean that you have to be swimming where your customers are. You have to know where they are, and you have to go to them. A lot of the time we expect customers to just find us and know where we are, and for us just to be, oh, I started a business, now I'm known. You know, build it and they will come. I remember a famous mentor of mine once said, build it and they will come only works in Hollywood. And it's very much true. You have to go where your customers are. And you know, to tie in, you do have to be willing to grow and learn and really identify yourself with a certain environment. So this is where that whole analogy probably does tie in. You want to swim in an ocean that is surrounded by the right people and the right vibes and the right experience that is going to build you up and support your growth and allow you to grow long term, right? You don't just want to be growing short term. You want to think about the long term success of your business. And if you really want to stand out, you have to play the long game with that. So find the ocean where your little customers and prospects are swimming. Hang out there and make sure it's a big enough ocean that allows you to grow and build the business that you want, and build the business and the life that you want to lead. And the fifth thing, and this is the biggest thing I would say, is create rather than consume content. We're all consuming so much content. And do you know what the irony in it is? This video counts as this, because you shouldn't be watching this video, you should be creating one yourself. And it's really true. If you keep consuming content, how to do this, how to do that, you know how those people did it? The only people that are successful are the people that took action. And that action comes from creating stuff, not consuming stuff. You can consume all of the knowledge in the world, but it means nothing without implementation. So instead of consuming all that content and other people with their own agendas of what you should and shouldn't be doing, and yes, that includes myself, and yes, it includes a video, but I hope it's the one takeaway you get from it, is that you have to go out there and you have to do it yourself. Be known, know who you are and what you stand for. You know, create a unique experience, a customer journey that means something. Be known for that one thing. You know, swim in the right ocean with your customers and choose to create stuff and do stuff and take action that is going to lead to the results that you want and going to help you stand out because you're sharing your message, not a regurgitated version of everyone else's. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I really missed being here. It's something that I'm really passionate about. And so never forget that you have the power to change the world one connection and one conversation at a time. Much love from my heart to yours. I hope we speak soon. If you enjoyed this video, despite my last tip on creating, not consuming, I would really appreciate it if you did subscribe and leave a comment below so we can say hi and chat about your business and how we can make it grow together.